looks, welcome to another day more to my channel. Look, today we are going to make a beef jerky or veal as you want. Okay, look, I have an exquisite piece of meat, super clean. This meat will weigh 1 kg, 200 grams. Look at which cleaner piece of meat. If you have it with a lot of tendons or something, you would have to take it off. I've got a couple of very crushed, very chopped, very crushed garlic here. I have about 30-35 ghee of fine sea salt, and liquid smoke is optional, but the jerky is smoked, and for all the people who may not have a place to smoke a piece of meat, since we use liquid smoke, look, I'm going to take the salt, I'm going to remove these little skins that have fallen here. Of the garlic, and I'm going to throw it in. We can do it in parts. Okay, we can first spread the meat with the salt, then with the garlic, but I'm going to make the entire mixture. Okay, look, the jerky can be made of 3 meats, for example. It can be cow, horse, or goat. The goat, the latter is the best there is. It comes out very exquisite. Well, here at this point I tell you about the salt and garlic. I have added a couple of tablespoons of liquid smoke. Don't go too far with liquid smoke because you can spoil the meat, okay? It can be very, very strong with these condiments that I add to it right now. Those amounts are very soft, okay? If you want more, you can add 1 more spoonful, but that's fine for my taste. Come on, we have already made the mixture and washed it all over the meat. There it is, man. The ideal, the truth is, would be for it to turn out very, very good too. A meat that weighed 2 kg, 2.5 kg. That would be ideal, but hey, I have seen this piece and here it is. For those of us at home and for you to see it, because I bought this smaller one. Hey, come on, we are going to give you all the places that fit well, although you can see here that it seems like it is not enough, but it is not enough. It spreads pretty well and has plenty of leftovers. Okay, come on, let's continue greasing all the meat perfectly everywhere. Look, the truth is that meat is amazing. I say again, you have to clean them if they have tendons of nerves, skin. I mean, the meat has to be very clean. Well, at this point, I'm going to put a transparent filter on it and I'm going to take it to the refrigerator for 2 days. It's worth 48 hours in this pickle. Okay? Perfect like that. 2 days, come on, let's go. Well, look, after 2 days, look at the meat and the color it has taken on. Fantastic. Come on, we take it out of here from the marinade. Look, the water that has released everything. We are already curing the meat. I tell you, jerky is a meat, rather salty, okay? It's not sodden, so you have to be careful. Look what I'm gonna do. No, what I'm going to do is that in principle, I'm going to put everything full of salt in it, but I'm going to have to change the tupper because I'm seeing that it doesn't reach the top. It's very short, so I'm going to change the tupper for another one. If this is in principle what I have done, and it is better, here it fits me better, and it is taller, perfect, fair. There it is. We put a layer of salt on it because we have to cover everything with salt. Very well, it's worth making the brine. We'll cover it perfectly. All of that sea salt, please. It's important. Let's see if you don't have sea salt. Obviously, you add normal fat salt to it than the one you have at home, but that's not the same. It doesn't cure. It's probably not the same salt. So if we have the possibility today, and if you don't buy it on the internet, it's cheap. It's the best. Come on, let me cover it. Perfectly. So you see, it doesn't matter. You are already seeing that there may be for a little bit. Well, you see the meat there. It doesn't matter. It has salt. Then after 2 days, it has already been covered. It has released the brine. It has its liquid. And with that, it is preserved. Okay, let's not do that much either. It is well covered. Well, look, here I am pressing it a little well. Look, here we already have all this covered in salt, our meat. We put another transparent film on it and we are going to put a weight or K, since it is a 1 kg 200 meat. we can put a weight of 2 kg, 1 kg and more, okay? I'm going to put this wood, and on top of it, I'm going to put this weight. It weighs 2 kg, so I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for 2 more days. Well, after another 2 days, and what I have here, look, I'm going to get the meat out of here. I'm going to show you how to rinse. That doesn't have any science either, but then I'm going to take it to the tap and I'm going to rinse it well under the tap. I advise you that after 2 days, which we have already had here in this room, after rinsing it on the faucet, you can put it to desalination for at least 1 hour. It's okay if you desalinate it for 2 hours. That is, you leave it in a bowl with water in it, and you want to leave it in water for 2 hours. Desalination, then at the time you have to change the water. Well, look, here I'm rinsing the meat. I'm doing it here in front of you anyway, but I'm going to rinse it right now. Well, under the tap, okay, I advise you to have it. Then after rinsing it under the tap, put it in a bowl and desalt it for 1 hour. Come on, I have already removed all the salt. I have had all the salt desalted for 1 hour. And I think that's enough. So right now what I do is dry it very, very well, because we go to the third step practically, and the last one or whatever comes, we dry it very well. You already know that I always have my towels for this type of sausage. I leave it exclusively for this. Okay, let's put it here in a bowl with a saucepan, and now let's make a marinade with paprika and olive oil. Let's put a couple of generous tablespoons of paprika and 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil or some drizzle. What you see is good for covering the meat. It doesn't matter if you have enough. The more you have, the better, the better. We are going to move all this marinade well, because we are going to squish well. All the meat is there. See? Hey, this smells like real feeding, doesn't it? Well, nothing, you already know what I'm doing. Well, look, now for the winter, since we are making our own sausages, it is super economical and we know what we are eating without adding nitrite or adding preservatives, colorings or artificial preservatives. I mean, okay, we turn it upside down, and on the other side you can still hit it if you want with a sprinkle, but it's better with your hands. Look, I've done a lot here. I wouldn't mind if there was any left over, but I'm going to give it everything. I'm going to repeat it. This meat is salty, okay? It's not dull, because then I'll leave the comments. But it turned out very salty for me. The jerky is salty, okay? Not salty as if it were a mojama, but it is a little salty. It is okay to add salty. So that's how it is. You have to cure it very well, as it is cow or veal. Well, it cures quite well. It doesn't have any fat. I mean, the goat's is the one that turns out very, very exquisite, huh? What happens is that I haven't found that here, so I use what I have. A veal or cow. Horse meat is also very good, but I think that meat is also difficult to find. I can't find it here either. So, well, we are invading it everywhere. You're already seeing it. See? Look what color he's got, okay? And what's left? Well, come on. Well, guys, now look what I'm going to do, because this is so messy. I'm going to hang it on a spike, okay? I mean, I'm going to put a skewer on it, then I'll change it for a smaller one for sure, because in the refrigerator, this is going to hang on me a lot, and I'm going to leave it like this in the refrigerator. At the bottom of the refrigerator, I'm going to put a plate until 2 or 3 days pass. And this is no longer releasing all the marinade, okay? So if you have a space in the refrigerator inside, the closest thing to the freezer is yours, or you leave it like that until, well, it's already healing. So come, I'll tell you how long it's been healing. Well, here is the real piece. Look what it looks like. Look what this murderer looks like. Look, hard. It turned out super for me. I might have left it in less time, but it healed right away. I've had it 20 days in the fridge, and I've had it 7 days out of the fridge hanging. Well, in front of a window that I leave open in the morning, and it gets very cold. So that's it. If you want and it is very hot in your house, then you simply cure it every 30 days or 20 days. As long as it takes you to heal, Well, in the refrigerator, if you want, look what it looks like. Is it delicious? Oh, how good it is, a very delicious salad, a good jerky. Look what it looks like. You already know that I make it with the slicer, that I have a machine. But hey, right now I haven't taken it out and I'm going to cut it with this knife. So that's how it cuts. It takes me more work. I say it's very, very cured, look, very made, perfect. I say 20 days in the refrigerator, 7 days that I've had it. So it's been almost a month, 27 days, okay? Look how painted it is. It is very good. If you want it less cured, you take it out earlier, okay? But this way it turned out phenomenal. I mean, it depends on the temperature you have, so it will cure sooner or later. I also tell you, for the people you have in the refrigerator, it depends on the temperature you have inside too. Well, boys and girls, here it is already presented. I am very proud of the work I have done because it turned out very well, and above all, delighted to be able to share it with all of you so that you can enjoy it as much as I did. Well, and I hope you liked this recipe today too. And a kiss, yes, or what?